then it's back to jugging. I might just hit some stains, then it's back to booking. I'm somewhere with the gang, smoking on this.
Woohoo!
Welcome back, episode 839. Even though we don't keep count. Did you get a chance to label all them other episodes on YouTube?
Not all the way through. I think I'm at like 15. But it's crazy, like nigga, we running through this shit.
Yeah, we knocking them out, but when we gonna get to the point where we do like a party.
Yeah,
do something for like our 25th or 30th.
End of this first season.
Cause we started in November.
Yeah,
right. And you know the response we've been getting.
That's crazy. November.
Off the chain. But I want to talk about it's so much shit I hate when we don't be doing the show. I be thinking about shit I want to talk about. I want to talk about Shedeur Sanders.
What's up? What you got to say about
and the whole NFL thing? Yeah. I kind of see both parts.
Yeah.
I see the NFL and I see Deion. Right. I think black people, we gotta learn to shut the fuck up. Like, I feel like Deion, you got a great plan, you mean well, but you should have just kept that between you and your son, right? We know teams, you know the organizations, you know all that, but when you was openly saying, I'm not going to allow my son to play for certain teams, I think what happened was they got together and said, okay, nigga, make another hole.
Yeah, you're not bigger than the program.
Y'all dominate the game. We own it. Yeah. But so what we going to do is, and it's a money game, right? If he drop a few rounds, then he don't get paid. He don't make the money. Because if you a top 5 draft pick,
you getting that bag.
Somebody got to pay you.
Yep.
So they said, this is what we going to do. We going to shut him out. Now, when you get drafted, you happy, right? Now when he got picked.
to go to the Browns.
You happy to them? And that's how it should have been anyway. Man, Kanye West sucking dick, dog.
I think that was last show.
Yeah, we going to keep saying that shit.
Nigga.
Hey, man.
Nigga.
Kanye, we love you, right? But
what?
Don't tell no more secrets, boy.
Take his phone.
If you got some more shit and your therapist telling you gotta say it,
call that person.
Say no. Because in Chicago, it's a lot of shit that we don't let you come back from. We didn't even trip on the slavery is a choice. Shit. The MAGA hat. We still let you in.
Nigga, still.
Right? But when you said you sucked your cousin penis
for years.
Up until y'all was 14.
Years.
That's where we, Chicagoans from the South Side, that's where we draw the line.
God damn.
You can't be you.
Oh my God. That hurt.
You did it, and we ain't bashing you and shaming you, right? You just can't say that shit, bro. Like, keep that shit.
Take it to the grave.
Take it to a confession to them, what they call them, priests.
The chapel.
To one of them little walls. You could talk to somebody in there. But you can't say that shit on Twitter and then, like, come on, bro.
And he claimed GD.
Nah, we don't approve of that, bro.
we
I bet you niggas like we gotta get that nigga off our books.
Oh
man.
My God.
But other than that, we was rolling with Ye. Like I was still buying your $2 clothes, his $20
clothes
bullshit.
That take 6 weeks.
That take 10 months to come. But they $20.
Yeah.
The jogging pants, the sweaters, the shoes. But now I done sent all that. I've been burning Yeezys.
Yeezys. We call them Yeezys.
I ain't wearing no dick sucking ass shoes, dog. I'm sorry.
You throwing all your Yeezys away, nigga?
Yeah, one nigga had on some Yeezys. I'm like, boy, you know them dick suckers, boy.
Oh my God.
Man, no damn.
Oh my God.
No wonder. But man, we gonna hop right into this thing, man. See, even the way we went into it the last time.
It was amazing. That segue was amazing.
Perfect. Because we was talking about respect, right?
Yeah.
And we was talking about in comedy, you had to have respect. Motherfuckers need to respect you. And then I was like, speaking of respect, the next guest we got ain't nothing but respect. That's all he fucking is about.
But how you feel about respect in comedy?
What you mean?
How you feel?
Respect is everything in comedy. And that's what these newcomers don't understand. You don't need no friends. People don't gotta like you. It's just being respect. And that was one thing that I cared about the most.
More than anything.
That you respected. And when I say respecting comedy, meaning knowing that you funny and you take comedy serious. Okay. Right?
And don't play with
And now you can as a man, that's something you have to have within you. Okay. Right? Everybody not gonna have that demeanor and carry themselves to let niggas know. Nigga ain't find you some. I love when Beans tell Charlamagne that. Find you something safe to play with.
And Charlamagne shut the fuck up, dude.
That was my demeanor. like as he was saying, motherfuckers know who, will try to slide. Yeah. And I was gonna talk about that. In comedy, a nigga, you gotta fuck with a nigga for real for them to say some bullshit about you. Right. Right? When we be roasting each other and that, if I don't fuck with you like that, you can't say no. You can't say no shit about me. No like real, not no real shit and call me fat for real. And we don't fuck with each other like, nah, you can't. Nah. That's for niggas who love me. Yeah. Like when I did a roast and and Calvin Evans lit my I was so mad at that nigga, but it was so funny. It ain't shit you could do when that shit funny. My God. That nigga said my A1C higher than a motherfucker. I was mad. Than a motherfucker. But that shit's so funny.
Oh my God.
But so, again, respect is everything. And, and I'm going to bring my homie in that's all about respect. From the Shy, been putting it down a long time. Everybody put some hands together, make some motherfucking noise in the studio for Kendall K. Ferg. Yeah. We gonna try this again.
Yeah. That's all right.
I be feeling like we be needing to let them in. Like
we could.
I'm the type of nigga the show we run. Yeah, we just did
authentic.
An amazing show.
We did
with Kendall.
Yeah.
For about what 40 minutes.
We was about 40 minutes in,
and we didn't get none of it. So it's feeling
none of
it.
I
cried on it.
Motherfucker, we cried.
Y'all missed that.
Oh
that won't happen again.
Yeah.
Thank God. See, I think that's just how the Most High look out for me. Like, I think that's how the Most High like. I'm gonna let you have your final moment. Let these niggas know, but we're gonna keep it away from the world.
Right,
you know what I mean?
It's and that's all information.
It works.
I never knew you had a brother that was murdered.
A brother that was.
I never knew you was Jamaican, nigga.
Yeah.
The accent came out.
How the fuck you Jamaican? I thought you was from 63rd and Paulina, nigga.
I'm from 93rd.
But was you born in Chicago?
Born and raised in Chicago, and I am not Jamaican.
Okay. But your family.
My family is. So my dad is my dad.
But wouldn't that make you Jamaican if your dad Jamaican?
No. So here's the real. So here's the real breakdown. Okay. Of it, right. My father, which is my daddy, and the only daddy I know is my stepfather.
Okay.
He's Jamaican.
Okay.
Right. He's Jamaican.
Okay.
But when you raised in a culture, you
are
what you are.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know, like, it's like if your daddy's a dope dealer, you know dope shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like maybe your daddy was an iron worker, but you was raised by a dope dealer. You're gonna know dope shit, right? So by the way my own man raised me, respect over everything. We don't take no disrespect, brother. You die for you take disrespect. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know nothing about letting somebody play me or play with me in certain ways. Like, nah, you handle that. Like, you die for that.
And that's how most of them guys are, right?
Yeah. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Yeah, you die for that.
And that explains a lot.
And that's where I'm at with it. It's like, nigga, I'll die before I let you, you know what I'm saying, fucking disrespect me or try to treat me in certain manners and certain whatever. Like, yo, I'm not.
And that explains
go for that.
So much about you because in comedy, niggas will be like, oh, that nigga crazy. Right? That nigga don't play. He don't play.
Yeah. But he the only comedian don't laugh.
How you was fucking raised.
Yeah, it was how I was raised.
And it's just, see, and that's why I love
all penalties in my family. All penalties got paid.
See,
right? It wasn't no something gonna happen to you and it never happened.
Yeah.
if you know my daddy was all about like you know what I'm saying, like being checked in a when you got a Jamaican father, being checked ain't like being whooped.
Okay.
Right, so maybe y'all went through whoopings.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I did for my mom. My old man checked you. That meant a conversation while his hand around your neck, squeezing it, while he having a whole conversation with you and letting you know, I pop your head off if you say one thing man I like.
Wow.
You sit there like, go ahead, say what you gotta say. Wow.
Wow.
Like, you learned when to submit down and when to buck down.
Okay.
And every man should know when to fall back. Because you really ain't a man if you think you gonna stand 10 toes on everything.
Yeah.
You really ain't a man.
And with
a real
everybody.
man need to know when to, for example, you operate with your boss differently than you operate with your lady.
Yes.
Right? You operate in certain situations differently in this culture.
Well, you should.
You want to understand to operate differently according to the situation that's in front of you, or we gonna get down with the thick part of your ass, and it ain't gonna be no game.
A lot of men don't know that. That's why niggas get killed.
Right.
So a lot of them getting killed.
A lot of niggas get killed because they ego. They don't know how to. I'm always been the type of nigga to be like, you got it, bro.
You got that.
You got it.
Yeah.
Nigga was mean mugging. We at the fucking store. Nigga, Mexican dude, mean mugging me in the Quick Trip. I got my kid. He looking hard. I'm like, hey, bro, you got it. Whatever set you claim, whatever you
whatever that is,
you got it.
Ignorance.
It's yours.
Man, I got my kids with me, man. They want a Slurpee. What you want to do? Like,
right. Do you want one?
Yeah. I've always been that type of dude to be like, you got it. Whatever it was, man, I don't like, you got it, dog.
You got that.
That don't mean I can't fight, I won't fight, but it just be the
it ain't worth it.
It's worth it, bro.
Not
And the older I got, it's more you got it. I be like, you super got
sir.
it.
I had a situation. With a guy from Chicago that goes on stage.
Okay.
Right? Notice the difference in what I'm saying. He goes on stage. I'm not gonna call him a comedian.
Okay.
He goes on stage. I had a situation with him, and that's what led me to my realization of everything in my life is about the $50,000 problem. Right? If the shit ain't worth $50,000, it ain't a problem.
Okay.
That's where I'm at in life. So whatever's happening, I think to myself real quick, is this worth $50,000? If it ain't worth $50,000, I walk it off. Somebody said something to me wild or out of order or called me out my name in the grocery store, that's not a $50,000 problem.
Right.
Okay.
So that's not a problem.
Right.
No matter what you said. You know, you hit one of my kids upside the head on your way out the grocery store, $50,000 problem. Yeah. And $50,000 is the entry level of what it's gonna cost me for an attorney to get me out of what the fuck I'm gonna do to you.
That's the retainer.
This is how we come up with the $50,000 problem.
Got you.
Right?
Got you.
I already know it's at least a $50,000 retainer, $5,000 down, and you got, you know what I mean? So that's where I move at with everything. $50,000 problem, and it helped me because of the way my family raised me, like, I'm on everything. You know what I'm saying? Nigga breathe too many times. Hold on, nigga, what's up with that? You know what I mean? Like, everything.
Would you admit that, or do you think where you are today and where you was years ago, is a different
light
Kendall?
Yes.
Yeah.
Light years.
Yeah.
Light
Yeah.
years,
In
right?
in what way?
I would say in a way of, you know what I would say? The producer said, turn that off. Look, I would say,
that's my kid.
And the producer is your wife. You so hard-headed. But what I'm saying, now, I would say that the difference in me now to then is the levels of how far I let things go.
Okay.
So the earlier me, I'm not letting shit go.
Nothing.
Right? You know what I mean? Like,
Nothing.
I'm not letting shit go. I'm talking about
Nothing.
whatever it is, I'm 10 toes on it.
He wasn't ducking no smoke.
I'm not ducking no smoke, no.
None.
Matter of fact, even if, you know what I'm saying, if I hear you over there, oh, you trying to light the match, let's go. You know what I mean? So, now, it don't matter.
It don't.
It don't matter how much smoke you bring in, whatever. If this shit don't affect my money or my family, I don't give a fuck. Right. Your view, your mindset, your mentality, what you gotta say, what you think, what you feel. None of that means nothing to me anymore, right? But before it would mean something, you know what I'm saying? Like, one of the worst things you could do, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all on some real talk, one of the worst things you could do, here's how you know you sent off. I had to teach myself this. Here's how you know you sent off. You sent off soon as you say, this nigga think. Right. You sent off. When you worried about what somebody else think about you, you sent off. Yeah. And I used to be sent off. You know what I mean? Oh, this nigga think I'm a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So now you over here trying to
analyze,
prove some bull.
Off what you think another nigga
off what you think he thinking about you.
Yeah, that's a send-off mission.
That's homo. Yeah. Be honest with you. That's real. That's just homo shit. And it's like, yo, get away from that. When I say homo shit, I say it in the terms of that I went through a phase in my life where I called assassinating the bitch, right? I went through my life and I examined myself and said, there's some bitch-ass nigga and some bitch-ass characters in you that need to be assassinated. And I went to go assassinate the bitch nigga that was in me. Because we all got them. For how much of a real nigga you think you are, it's a bunch of bitch-ass nigga in you too.
It'll seep out.
It'll seep out. It'll slip out.
Bitch ass nigga.
This nigga over here talking about girls. Stop being a bitch ass nigga player.
Out.
Just move smooth and go ahead and woo. Nobody can. I got this from Prince. Nobody can ever play you. I got this from Prince. Nobody can ever play you.
Okay.
What you supposed to know is they can only play themselves out of you.
Okay.
You can't play me. You can only play yourself away from me.
Right.
You can't play me. If you took the opportunity to try to play me, all you did was play yourself
up out of me.
Fuck away from me.
Yeah.
I may have so-called look whatever particular way, but at the end of the day, you played yourself the fuck away from me because I know I'm a genuine, real one. You'll miss that in the long term. You know what I mean? So the rest don't even matter. Sometimes you got to make a move that won't even manifest until 4 years later. And as a man, you got to be strong enough to stand on the 4 years later. You may make a move where everybody all clown, goofy,
yeah.
And you may have to sit in that shit for 4 years. 4 years later, you know what? I'm sorry.
And that's, you know what?
You the real, my bad. Oh, but you gotta, like, as men, that's why we hard. That's why your penis get hard, right? Because you're supposed to be hard. You're supposed to stand strong on shit. It's real tough.
And I see that, you know, because we've been knowing each other a long time.
Long time, man. A long time. When I first seen you, I was like, yo, Dub, you going to be incredible.
Man, bro.
You and your brother. I'm like, yo, y'all going to be incredible because I seen that y'all had a different way of presenting in comedy, a different way of putting things out, all that. Like, I love comedy.
Right.
I love comedy. And I really believe, like, I know what's funny and I know who's funny.
What people don't know about us, we supposed to have been like the Wayans. Like, it's 9 of us. And we all funny. And I got another brother who could do stand-up if he wanted to.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Just funny, right? And that just go back from us, how we grew up poor, single mom.
Yeah.
We performed, nigga.
Every day.
Because we didn't have nothing to do. We would do talent shows between the brothers and sisters. And we was doing this at 5 and 6.
Wait. I don't mean to cut you off. Remember your sister was trying to give me some of that pussy, and I was doing something different at the time, but I'm back now. My bad. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I ain't realized we was on.
Comment. I always think they got to tell me they fuck my sister. I be like, nigga, I don't keep that. You know how many sisters I done fucked? I ain't tell none of you niggas.
I am not feeling right.
Don't tell me about you and my sister. And I hope you ain't talking about the one who passed away.
Nah, I ain't talking about the one that passed away.
Because if you talking about Gina, I'm gonna have to stop this interview and shoot this bitch up.
Right. It's ball head.
But anybody else, nigga, shoot. I never been that type of nigga. Be like, man, you can't talk to my.
Nah. You know what? I never been that dude either.
Nigga, they going.
I never been that.
Super.
They going. Like they grown. They gonna do what they do. I never been that type of nigga.
You know what? I learned
don't talk to my sister.
I learned that from my sister. My sister and her boyfriend got into it. I only got one little sister. Well, I got two, but one little sister I really with, right? And her and her boyfriend got into it, and I got involved. Of course, I didn't just get involved. She called me and tell me that she having issues with him. And anybody that know me, anybody that has known me from the 80s on up, know that you will die over my little sister. You will die. I will bury you and pay for the funeral over my little sister. I'm not playing.
How old is she?
Two people I'm not playing with, my little sister and my mama. You will die. Like, if my mama lied to me and say you did something, I'm not going to ask you.
You just taking your mama.
I'm taking my mama word. If my little sister lied to me and say you did something, I don't want to hear your side.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm also smart enough to know that my mom and my little sister gonna do everything in their power not to call you. To me.
Because they know how you drop.
They not gonna let it get to me. So if it lands on my porch, all bets is off, right? Like, I got no problem with doing the rest of my life in jail over my mom and my sister. I got no problem with it.
I got a text from the producer. She want me to ask you, how did you get into stand-up comedy?
How did I get
Yeah, she keep texting me.
He said the producer. Yeah. He means his wife.
She want to run. See, but how she don't know, like, so I'm drawing off comedy, right?
Yeah.
So in comedy, if a mishap happened, you don't do all that over. You just scrap it.
You just scrap it and keep
going. You gotta go for what you know, right?
We got to read.
It's impossible for us to get that back.
Man, you can't get that
and
back.
And it was amazing, but
it's one of them sets that you kill and nobody recorded. Yeah. You just had to be there
all the time. But at the same time, I also got to say this, right? Because I am a relationship guru and I love over everything.
Okay.
The fact that your wife is sending that text and that she 10 toes in like that.
Yeah, she fuck with me.
You winning. You winning.
Everybody tell me that.
Damn all them trucks you run around with Scooby-Doo. You hear me? Scooby-Doo run around Scooby-Doo. Where are you? Boy, you better get back over there with the God Queen because she ain't playing.
Here's what's finna happen. Here's what's finna happen.
Right.
Any nigga that say that, from now on, she gonna be like, send Kendall a Christmas card. Invite Kendall. Invite Ballhead. Invite B-Self. Because that's she seen they praises because they was like, hey, yo, wife.
I'm about a woman that ain't playing about her man.
She don't play about
right.
Me.
See, for me, it's too many women out here that's interested in any and everything that's flying. Right. So when I see a woman that ain't playing about hers, yo, I honor her as the God Queen. Yeah. Like she could be, you know, I had just met your wife. She could be anywhere. If I see she got a problem, motherfucker, me too. I got one too. Right. I'm just, and I'm treating her on the same level. Just by the way I seen her with her husband, I'm treating her on the same level with my mama and my sister. I don't give a fuck what happened. If y'all,
you say something,
if something,
we going.
If she going there, I'm going there too, and I'm going ahead of her. You know what I mean? So. Like I just believe that our women in our community is our real wealth.
That's true.
Real talk. Fact. Our real wealth in our community is our women.
Most definitely.
It ain't our children. Fuck them. You hear me? Shorty will show you. You'll be, well, I don't know if I should work out with dude. Let me see if the kids like him. Fuck that. When your kid find somebody they like, they don't give a fuck if you like them or not. They don't give a shit. My daddy don't like you. Sneak in through the back. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta quit patterning our lives around whatever. But I'm just saying all that to say that just in me and yours, you got a phenomenal wife, and even my man, y'all got some phenomenal.
She's here
y'all
too.
got some phenomenal women behind y'all, and men really excel when they get phenomenal women behind them.
Men respect men who
real men. Yeah.
Because
100 dudes.
And I tell people, I didn't used to, and you one of the niggas that I talked to before I got married, right?
I was going through my divorce.
I didn't want to get married because I used to see so many suckers that was married, and I used to be like, I don't want to be like that. And you was like, Dubs, you ain't that type of nigga.
Right.
You ain't finna go through what them niggas go through.
Do none of that.
And that helped me. Like, I was like, yeah, my marriage don't have to be like.
If I recall correctly, what I told you when you asked me about marriage, because I went through my divorce or whatever. I think I'm not 100% sure, but I think what I told you was that the very first thing is make sure, like really, really check and make sure that this woman is for you. And what I mean by you, meaning that she ready to give up what she came from and really be a George. Right? Because when you like you gotta understand how powerful women
Wait, you think
are.
my last name George because Ronnie George?
So, I mean, how many daddies in y'all house?
Hey, I don't know where that nigga get that name from. My last name Phipps.
Phipps, my bad.
This
Phipps.
nigga said a George.
Pardon.
Baby, if you a George, I'ma fuck you up.
Okay,
if you a Tabitha George.
Okay,
oh
I'm
my
sorry.
God.
Yeah, my last name.
Shit.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
That ain't even
Phipps.
Ronnie's
Hey,
last
that ain't even
name.
his real.
Phipps.
We don't know where the fuck Ronnie
know
come
what-
from.
I don't know where he got that from either.
Ronnie
but
George. He said a George.
Right.
Man, start this motherfucking podcast.
Hey, mic check. Test it. Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Hello? Is this thing on? Mic check. Hey,
Oh my God.
can I have another one of these, please?
How long you been knowing me, nigga?
You know, I know it was
Damn.
Phipps.
My last name
No,
George.
I know it was Phipps. I know, and then your wife made these. Your
Damn,
wife made
that
this.
shit is funny.
His wife made this. All right, okay.
Shit.
Phipps. But at the end of the day, all I'm getting at
Marlon
is
George.
M Dubs George. Cause at first I was gonna let it slide. I wasn't gonna say shit. I wasn't gonna. Then I'm like, wait, this nigga think my last name George?
Fuck that.
Okay, finish what you're saying.
But at the end of the day, like women, when they attach with a man, it's real talk. They leave all of whatever, and they become Phipps.
Right.
But the good man understand that he leave all of what he come from and go back with her.
Yeah.
Right? Even though she come back to her family as Phipps, you really go back with her. It's your own family you hardly see.
Wow.
It's your own family you hardly see.
You dropping jewels.
It's your own. You hardly see your own.
She got
Phipps
the name
family
because I'm around her family more than my family.
Because she is the land of Phipps now.
Wow.
And that land of Phipps that you came from don't even exist anymore.
That's crazy.
Right? So when you start talking about the God Queen and how powerful and spiritual it is in that union, and when I see certain men that riding in that, my respect level and operating level is different. Like I'm a respect over everything you do.
He
right?
said some shit.
Listen, because again, like you said, to get married and understanding that family, that woman has to be everything worth you almost leaving your family for.
It gotta be. Ain't no almost. It gotta be.
Gotta be.
Bye, ma.
Damn. Because her mom.
You gotta she ain't gonna never say bye, ma.
No.
She'll never say bye, ma.
Right.
Your ass will.
Yeah.
Bye, ma.
Yeah.
Do you think that's why a lot of marriages don't work because they don't understand that, or the family they married into ain't shit?
No, I think a lot of marriages don't work. Honestly,
I mean that.
Hear me out. I think a lot of marriages don't work because remember when you turned her into Phip and she went back over there, they didn't accept her as Phip.
Okay.
That's when the problem kicked in.
If they
didn't, they didn't accept her as Phip, and then she let what they accept or don't accept mean something to her. Now we got a problem. Because once she decided to be Phip, that means that she going back to her union and she saying I'm Phip. And if they like, we ain't really respecting that, Phip's supposed to be like, well, fuck his side and her side. It's our side now. And if it ain't that, you got the wrong one.
And to be honest, she ride or die Phipps.
Yeah. Ride or die Phipps.
And then her family fucks with Phipps all day.
Yeah. So then we rock it, right? But I'm saying, but if it ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's the way that work. And it's like, you'll almost ask your wife, like, it's my mama's birthday, can we swing by there? Yeah, we go see your mama's birthday.
When it's her mama's birthday, you don't even get asked.
We there.
You already know. Wow. When you get off work, where you at? I'm at my mama's house, you know, on her birthday. Wow. And you just make your way, right? You know what I mean? But let it be your mama's birthday. You on your way. You call her.
You trying to sneak over there.
Yeah. Let me slide over here. And if you got the right Phipps, you made a slid over there, and she was already been there.
Yeah.
You got the right
I already dropped off
because she understand that in order to be Phipps, she got to take care of everything that's Phipps. Right?
Hey, boy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you.
So she ain't. That's what make her the God queen. It's like that's what everything is built upon her.
Let me ask you this: did you have that understanding when you was married?
Yeah, I just married the wrong bitch.
Oh my God!
Oh, so she didn't understand that.
She didn't understand that. Okay. Her mama got it. Her mother. When her mother became a problem, she didn't move her mama out the way.
Okay.
Right? And any woman that want to stay married, anybody that get in the middle of your relationship, you supposed to move their ass and fuck up out of the way.
Yeah.
Brother, sister, cousin,
whoever.
auntie. Because at the end of the day, what they'll do to guilt you is be like, oh, well, what if they ain't there? Then you'll be back at us. Listen, if you ain't gonna be there when I need to come back, fuck you anyway. Right? Because at the end of the day, it's like, if I gotta go move on and go do this and whatever, even if this man turned, even if you turned and was like, whatever, and then y'all got a divorce, her family should always be under the embracing act, right? So there should never be anything.
And my family too.
Yeah.
And your family as well. Right. Well, a lot of times men get divorced, your own family don't take you back. Oh, this nigga back.
Why the fuck is that?
You can't get shit right since high school. Remember when you dropped that pass in the third quarter? You know what I'm saying?
Why the fuck we can't come back to our own family, dog?
Because we are roamers,
the kids don't fuck with you?
Nope.
Family, let me tell you something. Family is revolved around women. Yeah. Family is not revolved. Yeah. We make families. We not family. Right? Women makes family.
That makes sense.
Women make life. Women make society. Women make homes. Women make, it's women.
Right?
As men, we
wrong.
I give you a name to put in front of the building.
Right.
But it's your shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Once you give her Phipps, you are not the done dollar no more.
And I tell niggas, if you care too much in a marriage,
you in trouble.
That shit'll kill you.
In trouble.
If you care about the drapes and what color the front room,
it's not your responsibility.
You just supposed to be like, whatever, baby.
Yeah. No, you are happy to see the home that she provided for you.
That she fixed up.
That she fixed up.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, so we doing pink walls. Okay.
Yeah. But here's
in the living room? Okay, baby.
Here's what's crazy. And here's what people in the comments gonna say. That we simps. That you shouldn't allow, and I be looking at it like
them the goofy ass niggas.
No,
man.
That's a man. That's maturity.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that's a man that's mature. Let me tell you something. Anytime another man label another man without a full due examination, he's a bitch.
Yeah.
Right? You can't label nobody without doing a full due examination. That's what a man does. A man does a full due examination of that man before I pass judgment on that man.
There you go.
See, if I don't know your history or your past, I can't just say
you a bitch.
X, Y. I can't just say, oh, he a bitch, he letting this woman run him. I don't know what he's been through. I don't know his life. I don't know his heart.
Right.
I may let my woman run all this shit in front of y'all and close the doors, and she know, get down low.
Yeah.
Right? But in front of everybody, hey, okay, babe, whatever you say, woo. But as soon as we get back home, bitch, quiet you. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, but, the Lord moves in mysterious ways. But what I'm saying, it's like, it's hard to place whatever on whatever. Now, if your woman is showing you disrespect publicly, then I got to judge that according. The strongest thing in your home is the wife.
Yeah.
You been a counselor, nigga.
Right?
Or is this growth and development? You ain't gonna take that.
I ain't GD for nobody. But look, what I'm saying,
I hear a lot of growth and development over
I
there.
did grow a lot, but let me tell you, adversity builds strength.
It does.
Yeah.
Right? So the more adversity you go through, the stronger you get, or easier you break. And I ain't a nigga that don't break a fold for nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not gonna break a fold, right? So I'm going to learn and I'm going to see through the trials and the errors of different things that I went through. But I learned the real value of love, right? When you really tap into love, then different answers get answered to you. You start understanding that women are stronger than men just in the simple fact that she already stronger than you, but she gives her power up to you. Right. Now, no matter how strong you are, you will never give your power up to her.
Right.
So she's stronger.
Right. Yeah.
She's stronger just by the fact that she really a little stronger than you.
Yeah.
Okay. You got me in a full house and look at you, baby.
I always tell people when they ask me, I say, it's because my wife not allowed, but I wouldn't be able to do the things I do and how I do if she didn't allow me to do it that way. If she wanted to be a problem,
I wouldn't even say allowed. If she didn't respect
or
the way
respect
that you do.
or whatever,
because respect is everything to a man.
It could be an issue if she didn't want me to tour for 2 years.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It could be an issue if I'm hopping out of a truck and then going to do a comedy show and she like, you ain't even
Why you ain't
right.
You ain't
so
came
you
home.
have to be the type of person to understand what that man is doing and to take a back seat, if you will, to be like,
but
go ahead and
Phipps.
do that. Yeah, that's Phipps.
So that go back to Phipps, meaning that the reason that you made an excellent choice in making her Phipps is because she wants the best for you. So if she wants the best for you, she gonna make sure the kids operate in a certain. Like I go back to my grandparents, right? My grandparents were married.
You finna be her favorite person, G.
You say what?
I'm finna hear this shit.
Right.
Yeah. Every time y'all have a problem, she's like, "Won't you call Ferg?"
Like that nigga beat his wife for years.
Call Ferg and
don't you know?
Tell him, see what he think about it. Because I'm playing partial. I'm coming around.
Because women fall for it. Right? If you come on like that, they be gone. They be like,
they go.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tell the real, whichever way it is. If she wrong, look on her face like, yo, you tripping.
Yeah.
If you wrong, look in your face like, yo, you tripping. A lot of times I'm gonna put more onus on the man, than the woman because a lot of times as men we gotta stop subscribing to bitch made mentalities and emotional feelings, and I'm subjected to it too. So don't think I'm saying this like I'm removed. I'm not removed. I still have, like I told you, I went through a moment in my life where I had to assassinate the bitch nigga in me. Right? I did a lot of bitch ass nigga shit. Somebody did something, I'm retaliating. That's bitch shit. Right? So I had to get away from a lot of that and just get into that should be your next book. You know, kill the bitch in you. Kill the bitch in you, right? Ooh. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Kill the bitch.
We might have to sit down and we might have to
co-write
that. We might have to co-author something.
Kill the bitch in you. Yeah. Because you hit it on the head, bro.
You did.
And sometimes as men, you allow that shit to sit.
You run around here with a skirt on.
Yeah.
You're a whole man.
Turn that shit down.
But you really, sometimes you
allow that shit to take over.
You allow it to take over.
Kill
and
that
as
bitch
men, I think if you, I don't never like no real man type shit. But I'm just saying, as a man, I think that you have to be honest with yourself and say, I'm probably tripping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm probably on some egotistical bitch shit.
Yeah.
Because egotistical is bitch shit.
Yeah.
It's like Get out of that. Get out of your feelings.
Your ego. Yeah.
Get out your ego. Let's get to the business.
And it'll take a motherfucker to tell you that and you to be okay be like, nigga, get out of that.
Yeah. And we gotta be okay with being around people that'll
tell you.
Because sometimes we want to get away from that nigga. Oh man,
that nigga a bitch.
That nigga a bitch.
That nigga a bitch.
He just want me to let bitches. Right. So nah.
Everybody ain't a bitch, dog.
Everybody ain't a bitch.
Everybody ain't a bitch. Telling you right.
On some grown man shit.
Yeah.
And sometimes, just like with women need to be around women that'll call their ass fuck out.
Yes.
And as a woman, if you around a bunch of women that never call you out, get the fuck away from them. You need to be around a woman that be like, and he doing what? And woo. What, did you suck his dick? You know what I'm saying? Like, you need a real woman.
Shut the fuck
you know
up,
what I'm saying? Like, well, suck his dick, then talk to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, knock him down. Now we need to talk. Well, I was upset. I ain't want to do it. But you can't suck dick and upset? What type of...
Telling their friend, you tripping, girl.
You tripping.
Y'all got a big house. You got this. You got that.
X, Y, and Z.
Hold on home to that man.
Relax.
He working hard. He doing woo.
And shut the fuck up.
No, I wanted to talk. Bitch, talk with your mouth full.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's... Because at the end of the day, it's like, you got to be around women that want to see you win.
Yeah.
Just like you got to be around
men
that want to see you win. Yeah. And them the ones that be like, when you like, man, this bitch getting on my nerves. You like, nah, nigga, you tripping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if it fuck up, I'd rather fuck my relationship up with you, telling you the truth.
Uh-huh. Then
than lying to you to keep you close to me.
Yeah.
I'd rather be the one like
the truth gonna always stand out. It's always the truth.
The truth is the thing I understand about the truth. The truth is long term. The lie is short term. Right. So most people go for short term goals.
They do.
When you shooting for long term goals, you speaking the truth all the time. That's when you. That's when you and say some shit to your girl. She go back to her friends like. He told me, woo. He said, well, and her friends like, what?
That motherfucker told
he
you.
said that shit to you.
Told you the truth, bitch.
One of your friends over there like, bitch, I've been telling you. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like what you after. If you after, you know you got the right one when you say certain things and she can accept it because that's long-term shit. Yeah. I'm telling you about something that's going to play out 10, 15 years from now, 7, 8 years from now versus just trying to make, you know, the song and dance work for the moment. That's a Band-Aid. And my daddy, speaking of Band-Aids, my daddy and my mama used to argue fiercely.
Okay.
Fiercely. My daddy, one day I went to my daddy and I was like, I said, Dad, don't you think you kind of just need to just not really say that with moms and just kind of let her do what she do? He's like, no! Man, I put no Band-Aids on nothing, brother. No Band-Aids. No Band-Aids.
Yeah.
Well, they let it bleed till it heal.
Wow. Wow.
And that's real, like, go in.
Yeah.
Go in. And, you know, I learned so much just watching my old man and my mom, how they dealt. Like, for example, my parents make amazing money.
Okay.
Amazing money. I mean, my father is one of the finest carpenters in the country. Whatever you're trying to get built, he's a master carpenter.
Okay.
My mother sells real estate.
Okay.
They do well. For so long, they used to go through and they would buy properties. My moms would go buy them. My dad go fix it up.
Fix it up.
My mom's go put it back on the market. They don't need nobody. They kill it. My mom tell my dad, my mom's 70.
Okay.
My mom's tell my dad, I want a Mercedes. My dad said, no, Mercedes, it costs too much. Man, you got $1 million put away. Right. Mother bricks too much, the oil change too much. Now we laughing at it.
Okay.
But all my mama friends got Benzes,
right?
Jags, all kind of whatever. My mom pull up in a Chevy.
Wow.
Equinox. she can go buy it on her own, off her own money of what she make.
Right.
Off of the money she make, off of one deal, she can go buy a whole Mercedes. She sold a $500,000 house. She can go buy the whole Mercedes right off of the one buy of this.
Okay.
My husband said I can't have it.
Yeah.
That's it.
My mom's fell out with her sisters, her aunties, all kind of people over. You go do what you want for yourself. She said, no, I cannot.
My husband said I can't have
My husband said I can't
That's
have
a real wife for you.
Damn, my wife just told me I can't have a motorcycle.
Guess what that means?
I can't have it.
I can't have it.
Damn, I was gonna buy that.
And let me tell you what would happen. You would.
I gotta work on that.
Where so many of us mess up at is that. So many of us mess up at.
Reese, we gotta take that bitch back. We already bought that motherfucker.
We let the people check this out. We let the people who ain't gonna.
That motherfucker getting painted.
He said we gotta go take that back.
That motherfucker getting lights in the wheels.
I got it at the light shop right now.
Shit.
At the end of the day,
oh my God, that's a real woman.
We gotta learn to focus on the people that's gonna be on the first row.
Yeah.
Focus on who. So much of our attention and our time be focused on the people
and who
that's
ain't
gonna sit in the back row
or don't even come.
Don't even come.
Yep.
Don't even come.
You be focused on them.
Yep.
Boy, focus on the motherfucker that's gonna be on the first row.
Hey, boy, you got some. Where you get this shit from?
Matter of fact, speaking of books, you brought some shit with.
Yeah. I got my book out. Make sure y'all. So I got my book out, man.
Is a lot of that in here? A lot of your K Ferguson.
Some going through and trials and tribulation is in there. It's called "Don't Put Me Out." It's a book about living with somebody that doesn't want you living with them. Wow. And
I said when I seen you selling it, I said this nigga done made a workbook. This motherfucker coloring book.
No, my brother said that. My brother's like, it's a fucking coloring book. Give my shit back. But that's the thing. Like, you need your friends to do that.
Yeah.
You need your friends to go in, right?
Say the title again. What's the name of it?
It's called "Don't Put Me Out." You can pick it up on Barnes and Noble. It's on Barnes and Noble.
Shit, clap it up for that.
Kendall Ferguson. Yeah, put in.
Is this from your experience, or what got you to write that?
What got me to write that is that, man, I'm a writer, right? The same way you wrote the Dear Doug letters and you just created, I can just create a story.
Okay.
I'm a storyteller. Like, I could just, just add in and whoa. Okay. So it's just a story. It ain't no autobiography. It ain't no this happened. Whoa. Like, no, this is just a great story that I just expounded on. And I think you would like it. It deals with some complexities of love.
I bought it. I ain't read it. That motherfucker in the back of my truck.
Man, give it to the wife. She'll read it. She'll tell you about it.
She'll read that motherfucker in one sitting. Women read books in like
that's a good
hour.
It'll take me
30-40 minute ride.
8 months to read this bitch.
30-40 minutes she'll read.
I'm gonna read 1 page a day. Nigga, I ain't gonna read all that.
But it's a page turner. Once you get going.
Once I get started.
Oh, you're gonna keep going. You're gonna keep going.
What made you say a book?
Yes.
So it started as I wanted to write it as a movie.
Okay.
Then I knew I ain't had no way to finance that.
Okay.
So the most I came to me was like, write it as a book.
But the great thing about that is
that's still the blueprint.
It's
for the movie.
For the movie and the play and everything else. It's already within that, and then it's acquiring funds to kind of help do everything else. So
you want to do.
Yeah,
so people can pick it up at Barnes and Nobles and where else?
Just Barnes and Nobles right now. I'm getting ready to put it on
Amazon,
but it's a whole little ordeal with that money.
Can you make it into an audio book?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I just gotta get somebody that can read well. I was gonna use you, but I'm gonna
do it.
What you doing?
Let me do it. Let me show you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, go. Give him his camera.
What's up, fellas? Kevin with the grin. Sorry I'm late, but you know.
No, wait, no. Start right.
Let me
give you right here. Start right.
I'm a great voiceover nigga, boy. Okay, I got a lot of.
Read for real. Start right there.
Kevin woke up to the sound of kids laughing and playing. It was a normal morning. With Keisha's daycare already busy, the living room was full of toddlers running around.
Yep, that's it for you.
That's called a take.
That's it for me right there.
I'm fired.
He said kids on cots, tots, tailors. Yeah, ain't none of them words.
You know what? I don't know if y'all know, but Reggie Reg did Bernie Mac's audiobook.
He did? Reggie Reg.
It's Reggie Reg's voice.
Shout out to Reggie Reg.
Bernie Mac. And it's dope. And it sounds just like Bernie. Like you wouldn't even know that it was Reggie Reg. But yeah. Kendall, man, you know what, bro? I always fucked with you. I always liked your spirit. And just this conversation today, man, just nigga, I just got 20 times more fucking respect for you.
Yeah, and the viewers will too.
Just everything, man. And like nigga, the growth and because you was crazy and wild in the beginning of comedy.
I think we all have had our moments, right?
And motherfuckers.
Sometimes you gotta smack shit out people.
Sometimes you do.
Yeah.
But I this version. Oh, do your family see that? Do your kids see that? Do your ex-wife see that?
My ex-wife see it because she be trying to come back.
She trying to come back.
Yeah. But you know she still got my last name and I can't stand that.
Oh, she ain't letting it go.
Nah, she ain't giving it back. But she got a boyfriend.
Okay.
So I went to him the other day and was like, you know what? I'm probably the dumbest motherfucker that ever married her. And he was looking at me like, what? I'm like, prove me wrong, nigga. Prove me wrong if I'm lying. Yeah. Don't want to fight. Prove me wrong. Take it out of the aisle. You know what I mean?
Ferguson back, huh?
Yeah, I want that back because I just want. I'm a finicky dude about my name.
Me too.
You know, I'm real finicky about my name, so I don't really want something running around. That's
but here's to their defense.
You know,
if they done earned it and put in the work.
Yeah, I think the only way you earn that and put in the work is till death do you part.
Okay.
Like anything other than that, you ain't earned shit.
You gotta give it back.
Yeah, I mean, like shit, you don't fucking lose your job and go back up there and keep working, do you?
No.
You know what I'm saying? You don't keep your ID and they keep swiping you in, do it? You know what I mean? Like when it's over, it's over.
We gotta put something.
What if you just one of them niggas though? Like that's a credit to you that somebody don't want to.
Nah, I don't want the credit to me because I'm trying to get the credit to somebody else now. Right? I want my next piece to be the only. Right? So it's like, and if you trying to move on,
go ahead.
And once you said you're not a part of this no more,
there you go.
Then, you know what I mean? One nigga running around like, y'all folks, right? Y'all GD. One nigga say he ain't GD. But I'm just saying, one nigga say he ain't GD no more, still throwing up the rakes. It don't happen, right? No. So it's like, cut it out.
Because I think it's time for Eddie Murphy's wife to give that last name.
Get that last name back. Scottie Pippen's wife. Cut that out. Yeah. I think giving a name back should come with divorce. If you don't want this no more, get that up.
Yeah,
I think so.
Especially when it's a public figure like that.
I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't give a fuck if I work
at garbage man,
Armadillo's, garbage man, whatever it is. Get that shit
get
back.
My last name back.
Yeah,
yeah. Larsa Pippen. Eddie Murphy.
Y'all don't kill me.
It's a lot.
I gotta piss again.
Okay, we gonna wrap it up, man.
Before we get out, we the top 5 Chicago comedians that's still here.
I'm still in Chicago right now.
Yeah.
Top 5. Number 5 would be.
Are you going in order? You going in order, huh?
I'm trying to go in order. I might mess that up, but number 5 would be. Who I really enjoy watching. Dubs.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
I really enjoy
niggas be lying.
Watching. You think so?
Yeah, I think niggas be lying.
No. But remember, let me tell you how I know you can't say I'm lying because I'm one of the first dudes to come who's like admired your talent, your everything that you do, all of that. So yeah,
I appreciate it, brother.
Doug got to be on my 5.
Okay.
My 4 would be Just Niche.
Okay.
Just Niche would be in my 4.
Shout out to Niche.
My 3 would probably be Corey Bell.
Ooh, okay.
Right?
Corey Bell.
Out of mad respect for her talent, her grind, and her funny would be Corey Bell at 3. 2, I would say Muhammad.
Okay,
Comedian
Muhammad
would probably be my 2. Who I ain't gonna lie, I steal some of his vernacular on things, right? Just love his style. And my number one would probably be me. Okay. Right? I would say me. I'm my favorite comedian.
There you go. That's
even when I ain't on stage, sometimes I'm at home like, nigga, you hilarious.
That's a good list. Now, for the ones who is watching, give us the 5 overall Chicago comedians.
5 overall Chicago comedians. Yeah. Number 1, Bernie Mac.
Okay.
Bernie Mac.
After Bernie, I would say Corey Holcomb.
Ooh, okay.
After Corey, I would say, you know what? I gotta take that back. I would say first would be Bernie Mac, and I say Red Fox from The Chi.
Okay.
So first would be Bernie Mac, then would be Red Fox, then would be Corey Holcomb, and then my other 2 would round out with, you know, one of my favorite comedians. Rodney Lumpkins.
Okay.
I would put Rodney Lumpkins in there. I put Rodney Lumpkins in there because he's a hell of a writer. Yeah. I don't think a lot of people, like, he the one made me write. Like, I think he's a hell of a writer. So I always got to give him his due on that. And even though we at odds right now, you know, me and my cousin, we at odds right now.
That's your cousin, right?
Yeah, but shit, family fall out. You know what I'm saying? So we just kind of got, you know, we grew up like brothers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like no whatever.
It's just
but
time and space.
We got our time and space where I be looking at, you know, even if family reunions, we can look at each other like, you know, I got a problem with you. You know what I mean? But I love it. I mean, I'm crazy about my cousin, you know what I mean? If I got a problem with him, that's my problem. You got a problem with him, I got a problem with you. You know what I mean? Like, that's family. Like you and your brother, right? Like, I don't give a damn how y'all feel, but you go against him. Hey, listen.
I always say that.
I'm rocking with my brother. I'm not playing about my family. I'm just not a family. I'm not a dude who play about family. No kind of.
Right.
And family, once something becomes family to me, even if it was extended,
that's still
once
family.
it become family to me, like, I'm a very territorial person about my family. Like, I'm very sensitive. Like, you could get away with doing more to me than you could to, you know, one of y'all, for example.
Yeah.
You could probably get away with doing more to me than me watching somebody play with one of y'all.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm that type. Like, I could deal with stuff that come out with, but I'm not gonna deal with nobody playing with you in a certain way. I'm not gonna deal with them playing with you in a certain. I'm not finna deal with that, right?
I gotta ask you one question.
Okay, go ahead.
This be a real serious question. Have you ever been to the mansion?
The mansion?
Yeah.
No, he hasn't.
Nah, he ain't been.
Which mansion? I've been to several mansions now, so I don't know. Are you talking about the mansion with the women?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just didn't know which mansion you thought. I've been, you know, I'm Chi-Town down. I've been to a few different mansions. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm the one that's gonna, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna just watch. You know what I'm saying?
You partake.
Yeah, I pull my dick right out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got no problem with it. You know what I'm saying?
You know how
you know
how a comedy club, like the comics pictures on the wall?
Yeah.
In the mansion, they got niggas pictures, bald head picture on the wall.
Yeah. I've heard about bald head.
Reggie Rich.
Yeah, I've heard about that. I've heard about that.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I heard they wasn't there show they whole asshole. You know what I'm saying? I was sure my dick and balls. They showed they asshole.
This nigga walk around in the whole thong. I'm like, come on, folks.
Yeah,
come on.
I heard they was
come on,
walking around in robes with coffee mugs.
Had a thong saying Inglewood's finest. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, they was going hard.
They was going crazy.
Oh my God. They don't even do them, but actually it just started back up. But they wasn't doing them for a nice little while.
They say they still.
They say they still.
No, they just got cracking again.
Oh, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I stick with the women that go to the different ones. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, I like female friends.
Okay.
That's why I don't think I'm gonna probably ever get married again.
I was gonna ask you when you gonna get married. You know?
I don't.
You know too much now. Like, I feel like you know
that shit.
I don't think I'm gonna ever get married again. Although I would like to.
Okay.
but I don't think I will because I don't think nobody can really deal with me anymore. You know what I mean? But I would love to. Yeah, I would love. I think marriage and family, all that. Girl. I think that's.
Train her, 19.
Yeah, no,
19.
No.
See what Shannon Sharp doing?
No. At my age,
ain't nothing wrong with marrying
at my age, a young girl is 33, 34, 35. That's a young girl for me.
No, you need 19, 20.
Nah.
Before we get out of here, you got one more comedian. You did 4.
Oh, I got about one more comedian for the top off the top round 5. I gotta go with my dog, man. Even though we somewhat at odds, I gotta go with my dog, Dion motherfucking Cole.
Okay.
How are you at odds with Dion Cole?
Cause Dion's a man kisser. That's why. No, I was just playing. No, not no alleged nothing. I done kicked it with Dion in every facet. Even when people say stuff like that, I'm like, no.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you.
Deanna, we just sat in the room with Deanna. I told girl like, "Hey, go get him, go hit him." It's just, I mean,
no Dion Cole
right?
Slander will be tolerated.
Yeah,
real.
Yeah,
no, that's my
homie.
No, that's my dog. Me and Dion like brothers, right? And brothers fall out. It happens, and that's what that is. But even if it never come back to whatever, however, it don't matter to me. Because that's my dog. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog.
I can't wait to have Howie Bell so we can talk about what he did at Dion Mama funeral.
Uh-oh.
Everybody heard about that, right?
Oh, my God. Yeah, no, tell me about it.
But no, I want to talk about you because you be on that shit too. Where you had situations where you disregarded the light. And you run over and you say you don't give a fuck and you keep going at the What's Funny festival. You was giving.
That was me giving you the light.
About 7 minutes.
In the audience.
I think you did 35 minutes. Expound on that, my brother.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up.
I'm glad I did too.
I'm glad you brought that up. I feel like when it comes to comedy in Chicago, there is a large deposit.
Somebody go open the door, please. Can somebody go let my brother in?
There is a large deposit of hate when it comes to me. Like that's how I feel, right?
Now say that again.
Because I feel like when it comes to Chicago comedy and me or whatever, there's just a large deposit of hate, right?
Okay.
Towards you?
Yeah, towards me, right? So it'll be like, for example, let's just say I do a show and I'm supposed to do 8 minutes. Okay. And I do 11.
Right.
It will be
it's blown out of proportion.
Talk of the town that, whatever. It'll be talk of the town. It'll be the biggest thing and the biggest news in the city. Okay. But the dude right next after me.
Right.
He's supposed to do 7 minutes. He'll do 15. This will not be talked about. The only thing that will be communicated is
so why you think that is?
Dolphin ass motherfucker. No, anytime come to me in some dolphin shit. Right.
That's how it was. I was there. I didn't even see it.
Nah.
But niggas coming.
I was in the audience.
What I'm saying.
Hey man, you seen Ferg went over the light? I'm like.
So here's what I did.
Okay.
Right? Because y'all know I'm a mental person. Yeah. So after this is a big ordeal, I'm coming back to all the shows and I'm clocking and watching everybody's time. Everybody went over.
Yeah,
I didn't hear you, sir. What'd you say?
Everybody went over.
Everybody went over. But what conversation is on the market? Yeah. Ferg, right? So I come back with my stopwatch after this, right? Like, am I lying?
Yeah.
Everybody went over. But the only narrative that is pushed, Ferg. So this is why, you know what I mean?
Shit.
I feel in the matter. And he said he was on the time, so he know I'm not lying. And listen, plenty went over the time that I went over, and we still never heard about them. We still never heard about them. The people, I may have went, honestly, within my time, and from seeing the light, I may have went 3 minutes over, 4 minutes over. And this was the talk. Yes, he's a, you count man
now
right
you
here.
Now,
you can say something.
On his time, to my What's Fun show,
right?
He went over about 23 minutes.
Never. Yeah. I didn't even do 23 minutes.
Listen, everybody after him went over their time because they was like,
yeah.
Right. No. Yeah. Now I'm glad you said that. Now I'm glad. Listen, you can say that, but I'm glad you said that. Everybody went over their time even before I went over my time.
They did.
What?
Right. So see how he said that? That's what I'm trying to show y'all the narrative. People went over their time long even before I went over
what
time.
What spot did you go up, Ferg?
So now let me show you. Let me show you times, right?
Third.
He said third, right? But let me show you times, right? I think I had 7 minutes.
Ballhead is in the building,
He said,
ladies and gentlemen.
I think I had 7 to 10.
Okay.
Somewhere in there. I may have did 15. Right? So we talking.
Was you drinking an off-stage drink that night too? No. I'm just asking.
I did not do. No, I didn't.
I told you this. You know what? He didn't drink.
All total. Listen. All total on the show, I didn't do 25 minutes. So how do you get 20 minutes over?
How much time do you think you did, Ferg?
All total, what I did in time?
Yeah, what time?
I did under 20. Period. On the entire event. I did under 20.
No. I'm
gotta.
gonna give him credit. He didn't see them give him the light.
I did under 20.
They didn't give him the light.
What they tried to get him off?
He can't. No, he was just like, yeah, it wasn't no light.
Who was doing
I
it?
turned my light on, my phone.
That's when I
And
saw
he was
that
like,
light.
oh,
And
it's
then
my
I said,
time.
oh, that's my time.
I'm
Then
like,
I came
yeah.
out. But I didn't do over 20 minutes in the whole thing.
How did you start your setup? Let's talk about that.
I don't fucking remember.
You gotta
man.
know what you said.
I don't remember what I started the show.
And what you said.
Hey, thank y'all for coming out tonight. We appreciate y'all, man.
Let's talk about this. Woo. You don't honestly remember what you said?
Show. So in Chicago, what we do is we show love. But go ahead.
No, you don't remember honestly?
What I started out with?
What you said on that stage at that show?
No.
You remember Dubs?
Yeah.
No. Okay. What did I say? What did I say?
You said you would fuck Mary Lindsay.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. I'll still do that. Cause I still will.
Whoa.
And you still saying it?
Yes.
Come on. Man.
Listen. I'm gonna tell y'all, if I ever get married again, it's going to be to an older woman.
Okay.
I don't want.
Why would you say that about Mary?
Because I want to fuck with Mary. Like,
back in the day, or
let me do you one better.
2025.
Listen. Let me do. It don't matter. Listen. It don't matter. But let me tell you what's even different, right?
Okay.
Is that we get into a game of where we want to censor fun and funny.
Okay.
And I don't think that's fair. No. I don't think that
like
you're going to be a person that hangs out with a bunch of wrestlers and then complain you got put in a full Nelson.
Right.
Stay the fuck away from wrestlers, right? Don't hang out with all comedians and then jokes get cracked on you and now you untouchable from jokes. Stay the fuck away from us.
Okay. I agree with
that.
I
agree.
Because I'm black as hell. I'm short. I get jokes on that.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't do it. He finna say you fat than the motherfucker. I would end this bitch. I would turn all these motherfuckers.
But you know,
finna say it.
You finna say it,
motherfucker.
You get the gist of what I'm saying. You get the gist of.
You big as fuck.
You get the gist of.
You short as fuck.
Right, you get the gist of what I'm saying. Like,
hey man,
don't go on the zoo and then think you ain't gonna deal with no monkey ass shit.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying, right? And for it to be, we gotta respect you like you better than the rest of us ain't fair to the game.
So it was a joke and not really necessarily.
No, it's
serious.
just joking because I love Mary.
Okay.
I feel about Mary like how so many other people feel. Like, dude, if I'm walking down the street and Mary got a problem, so do I.
Yeah.
Right,
like, you gonna get your shit split.
Yeah.
But I joke with women on just, oh man, gonna let your boy hit that one time and woo woo. And it's just for artists and joking. And for people to take that on the back end. But this is where I felt like this is where the Ferg hate come in at, because somebody else could play in a certain manner and you wouldn't view it in that manner. But because you don't wanna allow this person to just, I don't even say allow, but you don't want to sit back and just be like, man, that's Ferg, man, woo, woo. Right. You know what I mean? Just let him have his due. It's like you want to find a way to stultify this individual, which means belittle, reduce this individual. But I will never be reduced or belittled. No matter what you view, you feel. You could say, oh, man, you did X, Y, and Z. Like, with that whole organization, like, oh, we ain't messing with you no more. 2 thumbs up, right? And I still wish y'all the best. God bless. But at the end of the day, what are you really doing that for? Because now I'm watching your squad and it ain't shit, right? Because what else you got to pick from? What you going to get? I could name names, but I'm not going to. But I'm just saying, it's like, I can name names of what I seen you put in your lineup, and I know that this ain't it.
Shit.
Right? So at the end of the day, the same way I'm supposed to have certain leeway because of who I am, everybody should have certain leeways in who they are and how they operate, and that's just what it is. And if it became offensive, if somebody was disrespected, then we could be able to sit down as adults, all being from Chicago. Because this is what blew me about Chicago. And I don't mean to take y'all podcast over. But this is what blew me about Chicago. We only love each other outside the city.
Somebody else said that.
We hate each other in the city.
I tell people that all the time.
When I'm in everywhere else outside of Chicago, when I'm in Atlanta, you from Chicago? You from Chicago? Hey! You in LA, you in Germany, you in Canada, wherever you at. You from Chicago, I'm from Chicago. Hey! But here, when we here, it's hate on top of hate. I'm better, I'm greater. Let me tell you something. I know I am an absolute, amazing, phenomenal comedian, but it don't take nothing away from how dope you are.
Right.
It don't take nothing away from how dope you are. It don't take nothing away from how dope Ballhead is. But if you let what I do affect you into thinking that you ain't shit because I'm the shit, it ain't me that ain't saying you ain't shit. It's you.
Yeah. That's real shit.
And on that note,
that's man. Look, it's been a pleasure, man. I appreciate you stopping by, getting this off. We definitely gonna have you back, man.
Yeah,
one of the Chi-Town heroes, man. Everybody put their hands together.
Please do.
Ferg, bro. And we gonna wrap this thing up. I've been your host, M Dubs.
And I'm your boy, Reese.
This been Off Stage. We out this motherfucker.
Rap don't work, then it's back to jugging. I might just hit some stains, then it's back to boogie. I'm somewhere with the gang, smoking on this cookie. These niggas don't even smell what the rock is cooking. If this rap don't work, then it's back to jugging. I might just hit some stains.